So the last thing that we have to discuss here pre-flop is talking about when we do 3-bet and we face 4-bet, how we should play. And this one is going to be a little less structured than all the other things because, I mean, I could give you, I guess, some ranges that you could just use as a default and that would be okay. But I kind of feel like that misses the essence of what's going on in these spots because it so much boils down to the size your opponent raises to, the overall 4-bet frequency of your opponent, how often they're folding to jam, all of that kind of stuff. So I think rather than giving you default ranges, I want to kind of make you aware of some different things that you should be thinking about. And, you know, I guess the main point is this. When you get 4-bet, you want to try and fold around 35-40% of the time. You want to try and call about 40-45% of the time. And you want to try and jam around 20% of the time. So, I guess I will put some just very basic default ranges in here for you guys so you have them. But the thing is, there's going to be players where you're going to want to jam 30% or 40% of your hands. And there's going to be players you want to jam 10 or 15%. There's going to be guys you're going to want to occasionally trap aces against because they fold to jam so much. There's going to be guys that you want to never trap against. There's going to be guys that 4-bet to 2.2x. There's going to be guys that 4-bet to 3x. So there's a lot of danger here in just blindly going off the default ranges and not really trying to make decisions based around what your opponent's doing. But the first thing to consider when you're in these spots is how big did my opponent go? Because the bigger they go, the less of a need to defend you have with weaker hands. If they go full 3x sized 4-bet on you, you can fold half your hands or more and be totally okay because of how much they're risking. If they go a 2x, you're almost getting direct odds with even your weakest suited hands, so you're going to have to do lots of taking a flop. So I'll give you a default range. We're going to open with that on the next video, but this is going to be a little less structured than before. We're going to talk about factors to consider and go from there.